Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are on example 3, the last example of today. It says 2 airplanes are in flight. The function f of x equals 400x plus 1200. That's linear. I can tell because it forms y equals mx plus b. This function represents the altitude of one airplane after x minutes. The graph below represents the altitude of a second airplane. Compare them. So they've already told me that this guy is f of x. So let's go on ahead and name this one g of x. We want to make sure we understand that these are 2 different functions. I think we're going to be okay to graph this particular function on this graph as well. Probably the easiest way for us to do that is to put it into our calculator. So I want to go to y equals. I want to clear out what's there and plug in this equation from above, 400x plus 1200. And then I want to go take a look at my table. I'm going to go to 0. I should be at 1200. Alright. So I'm going to go on ahead and put a dot at 0, 1200. That's about right there. The next point in my calculator is 1/1600. So over 1, just a little over this guy. 2 is 2000. 3 is 2400. From there I can kind of see my line. I'm just going to go on ahead and connect it. Oh. So one thing that I can see right away is that one of these is increasing and one of these is decreasing. So this guy right here is g of x. And then this guy is the one from the word problem. He's f of x. So when I compare these, because one is increasing and one is decreasing, it makes it a little easier on me. In order to compare, some of the things I might want to compare is I want to say their average rate of change. Well, since g of x is decreasing, going down, its average rate of change will be negative. And f of x is increasing, so its average rate of change will be positive. I don't even have to use the formula, and I can compare those 2 things. So I'm going to write that out in words. G of x is decreasing, so its average rate of change is negative. Whereas f of x is increasing, so its average rate of change is positive. And then the last thing that we've been comparing is our y-intercepts. So if I look at this, it's where it crosses the y-axis. There's 1, and then the other one is way, way up here. So I definitely feel like this dot up here is the bigger y-intercept, which goes with line g of x. So I just want to write that in my comparison. G of x has the greater y-intercept. And then we've compared. So in order to compare, I want to know if it's increasing or decreasing. I want you to compare the average rate of change, and I also want you to look at the y-intercept. Good luck on your homework today.